SMF Street Special Bulletin Update. What we have come across is the IYR, and that is the iShares Trust Dow Jones U.S. Real Estate. Now, I'm going to show you a weekly chart of that up here. And basically, this, people believe that real estate has a bottom because now all of a sudden they believe the recession is over. And I'm going to show you some huge buying. Yes, it's been in an uptrend off of the bottom here on the weekly level. Breakout 1, breakout 2. Standard, we're just using this charting platform instead of our direct access. We're coming up here. That's the weekly chart. Now, what I'm going to show you is huge call buying deep in the money on this iShares right here. So basically, this is a call chart, $35 call, which is well in the money. You see, we closed at 53.78, and it's $35 call, 205,000 contracts traded at the price of $18.80. Well, just whoever bought that can't be thinking right. Someone had to buy that, and the thing about it is they're inflated. They were cheap down here. Let's take a look at where the price was so that you can see what I'm talking about, the kind of decision processes that are being made. It's amazing. But down here, they were a good buy at $12.35. Up here, they hit an inflated high of $20.13. The purchasing today is 205,000 contracts traded. The volume was 205,000. That's what I'm showing you here. The volume, record volume traded right there. 205,000 contracts times 1880, do the math. So we're going to be looking at what that value is. Let me calculate. What would the value be? How much? $387.5 million was traded on that $35 call. The volume was 205,000. Boy, are we going to be investigating. Stay tuned, SMF MMTs. That's an inflated call right there. That's huge volume on the $35 call. Huge. SMF Street traders and our traders around the world, remember that all people that are non-U.S. citizen, you have a special gift. You can be a trader at SMF Street. And you deserve the training. You deserve the know-how every day, live online, where you can watch the group doing their thing. We have a platform. We have lots of things to offer you. And you qualify to be here. Doesn't matter what country you're in. Doesn't matter. You're welcome at SMF Street. What we're going to show here again, as I already showed the weekly chart, this is the Dow Jones Real Estate Trust, U.S. Real Estate ETF. The thing that we're going to emphasize on is that, once again, we had a huge amount of call buying here on 96,000 volume traded. So people probably believe that someone had to be a buyer of those 96,000 contracts, and they're deep in the money. Remember, we closed at 53.78. It doesn't matter. What matters is that volume transaction. We also showed one that was in the money at the $35 strike price. One of the things that we would like to point out was that the low of this contract back on 5/25 was $9.05. Over here on this date, which is at a totally different time frame, let's take a look and see what the values are. This one right here, that was $9.20. Let's take a look at this current top, that they gapped that thing way up in price. There had not been that much volume traded. However, today someone had to be on the other side of this volume here of 96,000 contracts. Okay? And that's the volume of the contracts, and you can see that the open interest at 11,915 is right there at that current open interest in this info panel down here. So basically what we're saying is that people really believe with that kind of volume transaction about the real estate ETF trust that were no more problems. I can tell you that SMF will look at taking the other side of this trade. We have the actual weekly chart that we went over. It's had a bullish breakout and going higher. There's nothing wrong with that chart. However, there's a couple of things wrong with it. And basically, this topping pattern, if I don't close above it, and my upside is going to be that 200-week moving average right there. So basically, again, 96,000 traded on the ETF. The ETF just so happens to be that Dow Jones U.S. real estate. And we'll, be talking more about it as we move forward. There is the huge 96,000 contracts traded on the $40 call. And this is 1/22 of 2011. That's a long ways out there for that kind of money.